Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, we begin with something that happened before the ceasefire. Iran shot missiles at Qatar, our military base, but told us they were coming. There were about 13 of them. We shot them all down. No issue. Then after that, the ceasefire has been announced. And this is a wonderful thing. Now, here is something I want everyone to understand. Nobody has said this in the national news media. I like to always be original, is this. Even if the ceasefire does not hold, and I hope it does, but even if there is not lasting peace, which I think there will be, what's happened is wonderful. And in other words, even if the ceasefire doesn't hold, what has happened, what has been destroyed is just beautiful. The Iranian nuclear missile game plan has been thwarted. All right, Medvedev, former president of Russia, goes, other countries like us could maybe be supplying. Really? You think that's going to be tolerated? Good luck with that. And I like what Trump's response to that. He goes, this is pretty serious not to be so cavalier. The DOJ, Pam Bondi says, is on high alert. Why? Because of God only knows how many Iranians that have came into this country, Iranian nationals. I think there was like 700, 800 under Biden. God only knows who's here under Biden. Israel hit the Iranian prison where they torture everybody called Evin Prison. Blew the doors off. I hope there was a lot of prisoners that got to escape. 40 Wall Street, Trump organization has paid off the mortgage. They have that building free and clear. Good for them. Supreme Court voted 6-3 that the deportations to other countries that want their folks can have them. So deportations are going forward again. Dr. Oz is working on getting pre-authorizations from health insurance companies worked out for the betterment of all of us. This is wild. Stocks went up, oil went down. Isn't that amazing? And what's wild about it is just like the tariffs. They thought tariffs would increase inflation. It didn't. You hit Iran. You got an Iranian war going on, and oil prices still go down. Trump's the man. Lisa Murkowski, you ever listen to this woman talk? How the hell did Alaska ever elect her? She's a nitwit. Now she's saying she might become a Democrat or an independent. Bill Maher confessed that he's not even a Democrat. I'd guess he's probably an independent. But he said he's not a Democrat. Never has been. And Florida, Operation Dragon Eye saved a whole bunch of kids. Thank goodness. And Kroger is closing about 60 stores across the country. In world news, Trump is flying over to NATO for the big meeting today. It ought to be interesting. 5% increase NATO voted for. Spain says they're not in their defense budgets. 145 people were stabbed at a music concert with syringes. Syringes. Weird. In pop culture, Diddy, apparently the prosecution is going to close today. Diddy's team's not going to call any defense witnesses, including Diddy. Mick Rouse died at 81. He was one of the founders of Bad Company and Mott. Tommy Fleetwood, Mott the Hopple, or Hopple the Mott, or whatever the hell the name of the band is. Tommy Fleetwood has won $31 million in golf, but he still hasn't won. Dermot Mulroney has filed for divorce. Yee! Jake Paul, he just bought a $39 million Georgia ranch. What's wake surfing? They said he was going to wake surf, hunt, and a racetrack. I've never heard of wake surf. Sports Without Boundaries. Cal Raleigh has hit 32 home runs, breaking Mickey Mantle's record as a switch hitter before the All-Star game. The A's have started their building and their stadium in Las Vegas. And the NBA draft is tomorrow. Shakespeare, do not be a clay-brained, fen-sucked clod. Just don't be that. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Stay tuned for my local news and some Trump messy stuff.